Let's do this. All right, let's see. David Samsel in the house. Who else do we have here? Come on in. Wow, people are just flocking into the idea as we talk about dream aquariums. Daryl Deemer, how's it going? Well, we got 4 here, 2 thumbs up. John Oliver's here. All right, that's good. It's let me do something here. Hold on a second here. Posiwi. How you doing? What the heck? Posiwi will do the same thing. You guys are my crew, so I appreciate having you. Let's see here. Dream Aquariums. Not much of a I don't mind cichlids. I don't mind anything like that. But I don't want to do saltwater. I just don't think it's my deal. What I would like to do, though, at some point, is have a large, well, self-cleaning. Melvin, what's up? Doug Gray. Yeah, I did that. That's true. Went back in time to talk to Tampa Tom Fishing. What's going on, gang? Just got off work. So I've always had this dream of having a supersized aquarium. And the one fish that I would love to have in a huge thing, Bob Kaler. And what I really thought would be, is having a big, huge wall aquarium that has arowana in it. And a couple of arowanas, you probably could put a couple of Oscars that would get big, maybe a Pacu. But I kind of like that. Chewy, what's up? I like the idea of having a giant acrylic aquarium. Just a giant. Do you guys have the ultimate aquarium that you would like to have in your fish room? Would love to hear that. He only received one Elvis meme from Doug today. Do you feel bad that you only got one? You want more, Bob Kaler? I think Doug can deliver you more of those. Doug did text me earlier today that he ate a pizza and had all those carbs just going from there. So that may be why. And I don't know. No, I would want a much bigger aquarium than that, Chewy. I know that Arowana needs a lot of space. Doug, are you losing steam on your Elvis Guppy project? Well, one would think that an Elvis Guppy would be white with basically white with a metal head with Dumbo ears. So you're sort of almost the way that you have those Santa Claus guppies and you have those all white guppies. You just need to do a platinum head. Do the platinum head on it and work on work on big ears and you're in business. Let's see. David says, I like a different size aquariums, different aquascapes fish going on right from there. Yeah, no, here's the deal about arowana is that you need a real good top on it. A real good top. Put two female. That's a split fry on the way home from the big female guppy tank, and the female had fry while I was gone. Long night. Yeah, there you go. Lots of cichlids pose the need for probably real big aquariums. A lot of the African cichlids you can get away with on a smaller type of aquarium. Obviously, you can do discus and angelfish in smaller aquariums. Petsotics. My dream tank's 350 gallon with 10 to 12 inch Oscars, about 35 guppies. Well, Petsotics, I hate to tell you this, the guppies won't last with those Oscars. Those Oscars will be eating it. You breed peacock cichlids in 29-gallon tank. Yes, those African cichlids, you can do that. And it's 40 breeders for grow out. Yep. Yes, I have Chewy. Yep. Yeah, it's arowana, the arowana breeding. You have to have some room for that. But I've been in I've seen it like I don't know if it's the Chattanooga Zoo. You guys may be able to answer, Bob Kaler. The Chattanooga Aquarium, they have arowana in there, correct? Or am I thinking of another one? Am I thinking of another one? I've been to that Chattanooga Aquarium, which is really, really nice, by the way. Or at least was, and going from there. It used to be really good. I've been there a couple of times, well, at least once, I think twice. I liked it a whole lot. They had a lot of freshwater fish and aquascape to their nature type stuff. They had a lot of discus. They had tetras in aquascape. Really nice. David Samsel, that's perfect. So yeah, Select Pet, what's up? What is up? Welcome. Yeah, so the Dream Aquarium is having a big one with a couple of arowana, maybe an Oscar or two, maybe peacock bass. You really have to have a really big aquarium to go for a red tail. For the red tail catfish. Hey, D, how are you? Down the wormhole. What's going on? Chewy's dream tank would be guitar shaped. I think that'd be a good deal. Yeah, 1,000-gallon minimum. Yeah, I like that. I think that's I like that a whole lot. Doug, your dream aquarium would have Halle Berry swimming in it. Yeah, you see, there you go. As a mermaid. Yeah, just sitting here looking at a 55, just plecos in it, trying to figure out what you want to put in to breed and display. Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's yeah, one of the great evils of the internet, and obviously FishTube, and uh obviously websites like Aquabid is you're able to see a bunch of stuff. Pizza and Jumanji movie next. There you go, D. Perfect. 55-gallon rainbow tank today. There you go. The Northwest Aquarium Society, at one point, I think they were talking about trying to get the king of rainbow fish to come in, Gary Lang, but obviously those plans have been put off. They were thinking of bringing in Fishroom Jesus, LRB Aquatics, and they were also trying to get in Rachel. But and of course, I said, why not Doug Gray? Why not? If you're gonna bring in a speaker to do stuff to speak about fish, bring in Greg Sage of Select Aquatics. Yeah, a whole store of fish tanks. Yeah, I'll tell you what. It's I know you're in Hot Springs, John, but it's Little Rock has there's a nice little fish store, but it's real little, not a lot of fun. So the right area of town is just sort of the west side, but yeah. Gary is doing Facebook auctions to LRB's dismay. Uh-oh. Chris Biggs. Yeah, the fish tank store. There was a lady named Vanessa who ran that, who was great, and Vanessa's moved on to do something else. I don't know who has replaced that because I haven't been there since Vanessa left. But Vanessa, yeah, she was great. She was really a nice lady, but that store needed to be bigger. And they're really good people. It's Vanessa's good people, and Don is a good guy who works there. Don is great. I haven't been there, since I got up here a year and a half ago. So, the process is, of course, as we all know, is that we're all on to what the next projects are. And of course, I have like 3 or 4 projects I've been talking about a lot, and I'm just waiting for the federal government. Yes, some of you were here on Saturday heard me whine about this, as I ended up going to my congressman, and they have filed paperwork to find out where my money is. So, yeah, there's a store uh in is it in Bryan or Benton? And it's downtown. Was it Paradise Pets? Is that what the one is over there? And the fish selection isn't that great. Nice enough guy who runs the store. Seems to have more like hard goods than like fish. Doug Gray, too late. I did it. Too late. I did it. Well, that's what you did. You took care of those inquiries. Yeah, it's let me go to the IRS website. Economic impact payment. And all right, it's the end of the business day. Let's see what's going on here. I did this like in June. So again, this got too doggone long. What do you call a guy with no arms and legs who floats in the ocean? Bob. Yeah, here we go. Hey, Turbofish, what is up? What is up? Has everyone said hi? If you haven't said hi, please say hi. Wanna say hi to you? What else is going on around here? Oh, I have as soon as we're done, as soon as we're done with this thing, I have to I have to do a brine shrimp feeding of the fish. Make them very happy. What do you call a red Z car at the bottom of the ocean? I don't know, Bob Kaler. What? Here we go. Chewy says ciao to Doug Gray. Isn't that like Italian for goodbye? Privyat. Tennessee Fish Mafia. Visit Doug. When all of a sudden the Tennessee Fish Mafia shows up with live stream Ed and with Kaler, and who else is over there with you? Is Fish Room Fever over in your neck of the woods too? Yeah, as soon as I'm done with the live stream today, I'm going to do some what's hello in Russian with an English spelling. There you go. Tiffany Joe. Shipped out 2 trios of Tiger King Cobras to California. 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 By the way, the Bill Burr bit on Arnold Schwarzenegger may be one of the funniest bits in the world. He goes, "Okay, this guy lifts weights." He says, "You know what? I'm going to move to the United States." Boom, does it. Then I'm going to be a movie star. I can't even speak English. I'm going to become a big movie star, biggest movie star in the world. Boom, does it. I'm going to marry a Kennedy. Boom, does it. I'm going to run for governor of a state I can't pronounce. Boom. Hey, very good. I need to go down. I'll go down to Hot Springs and I'll let you know, John, next year. If I own shares in horses, and one of them's going off to auction. She's being retired to be a mommy. But I have like micro shares. When I mean micro shares, I mean micro shares of I have micro shares in these horses, and if one runs at Oak Lawn Park, I will be there. I'll go down and we'll grab lunch. Yellow King Cobras. There you go. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Chewy. Yeah, it's I've seen the written language of the Russians. Yeah, it's a little complicated. You think about this for a second. There are people, especially from Japan and China, Korea, Thailand. Their language is very, very different in the way they write the language, as is, you know, as is the Russians. Um, and these people, when they learn English, holy capoly. They're not like learning German for like English speakers, learning German, learning Spanish or Italian or French. It's basically the same spelling, the same letters. It's obviously they're worked in, they look a little bit different, or the pronunciation's a little bit different. Obviously, the words are different and all that sort of stuff, but they're basically the same. And you go through, and these folks who immigrate to the United States and Canada, who who are born and raised in China or Russia, um, or Japan. I mean, that's a heck of a leap of how we do things. So I have a whole bit. It the deal is for by the way, the one thing that I want to try doing, and it's more of the process of explained to it on the channel, is going the process of getting a couple of trios sent from Asia directly to me. And that's one of the things I want to do. Just to go through and go through the experience. So it's I remember the first time I had shipped a fish shipped to me, I was freaking out. And obviously, Doug Gray and John Oliver, most of you have had fish shipped to you. And that first shipment that arrived, you're just like, it's, oh my God, I hope they're not dead. Oh my God. And now it's still exciting to receive them, but I don't get quite as edgy as I did. Vinny the Mooch, what's up? So now the first couple of shipments I shipped out. Let me tell you something. I was like, I was looking at that tracking number like a crazed dog. In fact, I was more nervous about shipping fish out. And no, Bob Killer, I know that. For me, it's just the process of going through the whole process of doing it. And I know there's a lot of people that have fish from Asia. John does, probably you do. I know Doug does. Other people do. I part of me just wants to ship just for the experience, nothing else, just the experience, and to share. Yeah, Doug Gray, that is a good thing. Yeah, it's most of the fish that I've shipped out. I have not gotten a note back saying, "Hey, thank you for the extra fish." I've never gotten a note back saying they arrived. Sometimes I have done follow up, just saying, "Hey, going through there." John, I'll tell you what. I watched one of your unboxings of a wholesale order from Asia, from Vietnam. I mean, that was freaky. Oh, it was an Elvis chat. It was little Elvis payback. Yeah, D, I'll tell you what, I was too. The first couple of times I shipped out, I was like, "Ugh." But now I've got a thing down. I feel pretty good about it. Yeah, I felt good about it. I was, I've shipped in the winter, I've shipped in the summer. Um, the only time I had any losses, and I've done it, I haven't done a lot. It's probably John Oliver and probably Doug Gray ship out more fish, uh, a week than I have done so far this year. Our buddy Logan got some shrimp from me, and he was sort of my guinea pig. And I shipped him. What did I ship him? Oh, shrimp, fire red shrimp. And that went good. And I've shipped uh the weirdest shipment. I've had two weird shipments, and it was never with the Guppy people, by the way. No garlic with the shrimp. Both of my shipments, weird shipments, were shrimp. And one purchased off of, I think it was Aquabid or eBay. I can't remember. The other one got it through Dan's Fish. Okay, through his website, Get Gills. And the guy who ordered through Get Gills wanted to know, hey, since I'm having stuff shipped from you, you know, what would you do for guppies? Well, since my normal guppy thing includes that, I just took off the shipping rate to ship him guppies. He goes, well, I don't know if I want those guppies or not. What if I get fry? I go, I don't ship fry. Hey, Marco, welcome. I don't ship fry. And so the and the and I said, so I told him what I had. He never said a thing. He never said he wanted them. He didn't say, okay, I'll pay you this for him. He said nothing. So I'm just going, okay, he just wants the shrimp. That's fine. So I sent him the shrimp, and he goes, why didn't you throw in guppies? He thought I should just throw them in for free. No. He got 15 shrimp at a reason, because it's 10 plus 2, but I normally send about 15. And so that was weird. The other one was a shrimp guy, and he was in the middle of Michigan around Traverse City, which is nearly the Upper Peninsula. And it wasn't Michigan, it was Wisconsin. It was near Appleton, Wisconsin. Now I have it right. So, and shrimp, well, the good thing about shrimp is that, you don't necessarily have to be as careful with the temperature as you would be with guppies or with many fish. And it was, it was 12 degrees in Michigan. And I think it may be just a little too cold. He goes, oh, no, there's not a problem there. Not a problem. You're welcome, John. And so I went in and, so I wrapped him up real good. I used a heat pack, all that sort of stuff. And I shipped it off. And, it arrived, not a problem at all. But I mean, it was really going to them. Here's something really funny is that I've shipped stuff to the middle of nowhere where, I mean, it's like I shipped one of my last shipments. I had shipments the last few weeks. Went to like a small town in Iowa, like between Des Moines and the Quad Cities, but it was like off I-80 by about 30 miles. I mean, it was really in the middle of nowhere in Iowa. So, um, so the whole process here is that so I go and I ship them. They go they go from Springfield to Kansas City. When they go out here, they arrive in Kansas City at about 2 a.m. So within 24 hours, though, they're in Des Moines. And I'm going, holy capoli, well, that's great. Within 2 days, I shipped them out like 3 p.m. on a Monday, and he had them Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. It was incredible. Larry D's Tanks and More. There you go. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Chewy, I know it is, but I live in a place called Joplin, and Joplin has shipments that go out of here. The plane leaves here twice or 3 times a week, and it flies to Dallas. That's it. So the deal is that for me to go do cargo, and if I went to like the airport, I would either have to go to Northwest Arkansas or to Springfield. And quite frankly, I have a job, and they expect me to show up there. For me to disappear for 45 minutes to ship fish off, not a problem. It's called lunch hour. It's crazy. Yeah, my shipments though with the United States Postal Service have not been bad at all. In the middle of the pandemic, I had a couple that were real slow. Yeah, I don't have enough to do the minimum either, but if I was full-time shipping fish, I probably would, get the license and drive to Springfield every day or twice a week. Beautiful Springfield, Missouri, or Northwest Arkansas. They're both about the same distance from my house. I think Springfield's a little bit closer to their airport is. So, do you know what? I don't know, and I don't know this. The Simpsons have been very coy about which Springfield they're in. Hey, you were born in Joplin. There you go. It does seem nice. Tell you what, you go to the Postal Service, those folks never in a hurry. And, especially here in Joplin, which is, not the biggest of towns, it's sort of like, it's like Mayberry with meth. And you go to the post office, well, they do what they call neighbor it. It's Anthony's Fishing Friends. How are you? Great having you here. Ozarka water. So refreshing. Really delicious. It's a great way to quench a thirst during a live stream. Man, that's good. So now getting back to our what we were on. Color Guppies. What's there? What's up? Um, so the deal is that this is Mayberry with meth, which I thought would get laughs, but apparently was not that funny. Bolo is back in the bedroom. He made me walk him twice in a row where he made a deposit each time. The second one was not a great deposit, but I try to make sure I'm a good neighbor and always pick up the deposits, even if they're very small. So, yeah, so he's back in the bedroom sleeping. Friday night, I was so fried. I got home, normal time after work. I couldn't keep awake, so I went and laid down, took a nap. And I woke up at like 9:30 at night. And I get up at 3:45 each day. So I got up, I hadn't had dinner. So I toasted did a piece of toast with peanut butter. And no, Bob Kaler, are you trying to steal Doug's fish? Or is this just payment for all the Elvis memes? How many of you guys have done summer tubs, have brought them in? I know, Doug, you brought yours in. Our buddy Jeff with Valley Fish. Where is Jeff tonight? He hauled them in. Here, I guess if I would have done summer tubs, I guess that's the next summer project for me. I would have brought them in by now because it got down to 55 degrees last night. 55. Doug keeps 20-gallon lids on his tubs, keep Bob out. Yeah, you see, there you go. Going to 48 degrees today here. Yeah, I'll tell you, it was 55 this morning. I went out, took Bolo for his walk at 4 a.m. And yeah, it felt pretty good. I actually was trying to think. I have a tub of clothes that I haven't unpacked yet, and I have a nice sweatshirt that I need to find to wear. Okay, Bob, you don't bring fish in until the temperature at night is going to be too low to bring the warm the fish tubs in. 45 degrees there, or the other morning, David. Your tubs are still out, John? Yeah, it today got up to like 78 degrees. It was pretty doggone sweet. Let's see what the temperature is right now. Oh, why am I looking at my phone when I can do this? Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 77 degrees Fahrenheit.
77 degrees still.
Expect a low of 56 degrees.
56 tonight.
Had a good Monday.
Alexa, I sure did. Hey, Lumpy Dog.
Sorry, I don't know that, but I do have a skill you might like. It's called Bark Like a Dog. Want to try it?
Sure.
Okay, here's Bark Like a Dog.
Sorry, Lumpy.
Now you pick one.
Alexa, turn off.
Notice, a guard dog has been added to my kennel. The guard dog will bark viciously for 2 minutes. To hear the guard dog, just say, Alexa, tell Bark Like a Dog to bark like a guard dog. Thanks for visiting my kennel today. Come back soon.
By the way, yeah, you want to know how deaf Bolo is? If he actually had heard barking, he would be barking, running around here like a crazy animal. I actually understand more in Italian than you do in Russian. Here's the problem, and it's and again, I have nothing against the Ruskies, other than the Cold War and stuff like that. Is that what do they eat for food other than drink vodka? What are they? It's there's not a lot of Russian restaurants. Italian restaurants, there's a bunch of those. German restaurants, yeah, Vinoski, thanks. How you doing? Big J's Fish Keeper, welcome to the live stream. Great having you guys here. It's yes, in fact, a lot of companies, Chewy, have gotten money from the CARES thing. And if I would have done an LLC before this all began, I would have been all set up with it. Speaking of websites, I've got to build my website. I do have mobbguppy.com, and I also have guppypimp.com, which I think will go straight to Mobb Guppy. Man, my hands are a little stiff. How do you know if you have arthritis? So, Ferg is one that Stephen, the biologist, is involved with Big J's Fish Keeper. There you go. And Doug, do you have a joke for us, by the way? Doug Gray, the king of the dad jokes. Visit the rheumatologist. All right, I'll do that. You had the other joke no one liked. It's by the way, if you don't watch Doug Gray's videos, he always throws in a nice dad joke, old school dad joke, and they're fun. Yeah, and some of them are terrible, some of them are not funny, but many of them are hilarious. And again, if if you don't like Doug's joke, it's okay. It's there's a couple I've written to I've put in comments on Doug's videos, by the way. Yeah, that one wasn't particularly good, but that one hilarious. Good fish, bad jokes. Yeah, so you see, there you go. Chewy hates your jokes. Chewy, what's your problem with trying to put a sense of humor into a live stream? I've noticed that too. Sometimes you just go after poor Doug and his jokes. Do you think Doug is not showing the proper respect that do you think Doug is not showing a proper respect for the whole platform of YouTube fish tube channels? You're waiting for a good Subaru joke. Doug Gray. That's what Chewy's after. Subaru jokes. Good ones. Subaru is the joke. It is the punchline. My favorite Subaru joke, and humor is necessary, Osiwi. Yes, it is. If we can't have fun, the whole idea here, though, is that it was like, somewhere, was it on the bottom of your aquarium that had a little sand on the bottom, Doug Gray, that you actually wrote in Subaru? I love that one. Yep, in the dirt. Subarus last forever. I'll tell you what my next car will be. And I'm years away. My car is not quite 3 years old yet. And my car, I'm going to get a plug-in hybrid. My car was in the shop for about 6 weeks. And I drove a plug-in hybrid from the Optima from Kia. Wow. You plug that thing in and you get, it has, you can go back to, for me, it's back to work and back like twice. It's really go. How do you make a Subaru go faster downhill, Posiwi? Turn off the engine. Ba-dum-bum. There you go, Doug Gray. Posiwi, can Doug Gray use that joke in one of his videos? Yeah, I'll tell you what. And most of those people are from Kansas. Marco, you're right. By the way, I reached out to the Live Bearers Society, and reached out to the Goodyear people to say, hey, I have Amica Splendens and I have Fry. It's just nuts. By the way, if any of you want to get Amica Splendens, I have Fry, and I will send you Fry. at a reasonably good deal. And I'm mainly concerned about them getting into getting into somebody who's good care to try to keep them and try to make sure there's more populations of them. So I'll send you an adult male and like 4 fry. And we'll make it worth your while. So reach out to me, mob.guppy@gmail.com. They say with these, you need to have at least a 29 high. I use a 29 high with mine. And you have to feed them mainly vegetables. So I have a couple of different all veggie flakes. But they like brine shrimp, so they get brine shrimp each day. And I give them either cucumber or squash and like yellow squash or zucchini, and I give them a big hunk and slice of that every couple of days. Well, that's fantastic. You see what we did here? We shared a good dad joke. Chewy, is that joke okay? Yep, I have very spoiled fish. Thanks, Bob Kaler. So yeah, I'll make you a deal. I'll ship 4 fry and an adult male. Doug Gray, I don't know. I don't know where that came from. Oh, you just found there's less than 300 left in your spring of your little project you're working on, Posiwi? Well, if you have like 10 of them, you're going to have 300 before you know it. I have hundreds of swordtail fry. I have a bunch of roebuck red fry too. Stephen the biologist, Marco is an ichthyologist. Follow the USA government cares program. Yeah, you have 2 swordtails? Yeah. I know you're trying, Posiwi, you're trying hard, to keep them in their feral state. And, it's, once you get them into captivity, it's real tough to keep them in, because no matter what, and I think I wrote this in an email, an email about, I'll read your thing on the email here in a second. Once you go in, it's almost impossible not to be, making human decisions on the breeders, etc. You have some orange swordtails. That's cool. And some nice lady sent you an email about swordtails and other guppies. There you go. Is that our buddy Posiwi, Doug? Yeah, the food, temp difference. It's what, and it's also because we begin to make their choices of who's going to breed to whom, and so it's like, for instance, Roebuck Reds. Doug helped bring that line back after the passing of Luke Roebuck. And, well, I have them. I know that Bob Kaler has them. I think our buddy is our buddy Jeff. of hold on a second here. I'm hold on, I'll be right back. 1 second. Okay, I shipped some out to a friend of mine. And I had to blow my nose. All of a sudden, my nose was beginning to run. And so the deal is how I'm picking out breeders, how Doug picks out breeders, how you know Bob does, or how how Valley Fish picks them out. Well, even though it's the same line of fish, etc., what I think is really important, the traits that I find very interesting, I'm picking those out. What Jeff of Valley Fish or what Bob Kaler thinks are really good, they may be the same, but they may be different. And so what they end up getting and paying attention to, you go from there. And yeah, the alien reptilian overlords. You got to watch out for them. You got to be very careful watching out for them. They are a difficult group to follow. Well, let's see here. I've gotten text, so let's see here. Is this no, I didn't get text at all. Just I must have gotten like emails. I'll look at emails while I'm here. Yeah, I got something. Oh no, I don't know what that's going off. My phone was going nuts, and I thought it all was about. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Hey, you know what? Diet Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I've got some. Tomorrow's payday. Here's what I'm getting. You get some Ozarka water. I may switch to another type. And I'm going to get myself a case of Diet Dr. Pepper, and I have to get the pods for my for my dishwasher, the Cascade pods. Now, Doug says that the Diet Dr. Pepper cream soda version is supposed to be awesome. I haven't seen any of that there. Yeah, the Cascade pods, I get them at Sam's Club. Heck of a deal. Really a good deal all the way around. I'm big on them. I'm big on those things. They do a heck of a job. In fact, at the beginning of this live stream, you could hear the dishwasher in the background. I was just about done. Just about done. And so, that's sort of the, sort of the deal there. Just the generic Cascade pods. I don't get the high end one. I get like the 104 you can get for like $10. Hey, Jeff with Valley Fish, we were talking about you for a second. Your dog didn't like Diet or Dr. Pepper? Yeah, I don't know what he was doing, Vinny the Mooch. It's not good. Yeah, we talked about you closed up your tubs. We're also talking about the Roebuck Red Guppies, and we were talking about yeah, all sorts of stuff there. All sorts of stuff. That's what we were discussing. My next door neighbors, by the way, I got home and they mowed my front of my yard again. I'm gonna have to go get them like a bottle of wine or something. I mean, I don't know why they do this. I don't need them to do it. They're lovely people. They're good people. I think they felt guilty because their cat attacked a Bolo. Now their cat and Bolo tight. Really tight. Yes, my next door neighbors, I mean, thank God I have a padlock on my privacy fence. Otherwise, they probably would have mowed my backyard. I mean, that's how nice they are. It's insane. I mow on high, and I like a little length there. Only, seems to be fine for me. Seems to work out just fine. And I don't know what that stuff has going on, but is what it is. Yeah, it's just I don't know what to do with my neighbors. They're like the world's nicest people. So it's and he mows it a little bit lower than I do. And you know, and they were out of town. They went to Mexico for a week, and so I gave them tips about what to get in Mexico. And anybody who goes to Mexico on vacation, let me know. I will tell you the two food items if you want to eat like a Mexican that you've got to get. And the gringos don't know what it is because it's generally not available in Mexican restaurants in Estados Unidos, in the United States. Even in places that have large Mexican American populations, they're not available that much. Don't ask me. Don't ask me why. I don't know, but I'll give you the two items, and they're really, really tasty. All right, gang. I'm wrapping it up. I got to I've got to feed the fish and do stuff like that and get ready for bed. Thank you guys so much for being a part of tonight's live stream. I really appreciate it. And yeah, in about an hour, I'll be in bed. In about an hour, I'll be in bed. Feed the fish, get a couple of things done, and yeah, in an hour I go to bed. I'm a lot of fun. Thanks a lot, gang. I really appreciate it. We'll see you on Saturday. I may do one at at the crack of dawn when I wake up, before the crack of dawn. You guys have a great night, and thanks for hanging out.